Cool. Oh, this is great. I am so hoping that this will work where I can broadcast from outside. Oh, this would be great. We are at, let's see, it's about 8:30 in the morning here in Los Angeles. And I can you hear me okay? If you would drop in the comments if it's okay, can you hear me? I know that there's traffic here, but my room is so boring. So I didn't want to do it in my room. Look at, can you see this? This is the Safari Inn in Burbank. I'm not kidding you. Look at that. This is like classic old school Hollywood. And it's a motel, one of the, I'm trying to find my cursor so I can see what you guys are writing. Kind of scroll down. I still don't see comments. So if you're dropping comments, it just takes a while before I get to see them. Um, yeah, so this is like what you used to call, hi there. Okay, somebody said hello. Okay, good. Um, this is like a, one of those, what they call a motor court. It's really funny. And there's a pool down there, this little cement pond, a cement pond. Who knows what that's from? And my room's way over there in the corner. It's like, where people get murdered. Hey, from Norway. Awesome. Yeah. It's just the coolest little place. They've done a really good job of keeping it very retro. So yeah, so there's the sign. I don't know. Val. Okay, and you give me a hard time for technology. Um, okay, so here I am in Burbank, beautiful downtown Burbank. Hey, Claire, Murder Corner. Yeah, I'll try not to get murdered. No, actually, it just seems like that's this is the kind of place you see in those detective stories that the little rundown motel where the murderer hides out or lady gets in a shower and never gets out. But it doesn't have that vibe here at all. It feels very old school. The room is clean. I have a little kitchen, like with a real stove and everything, a full size fridge, and a teeny little table chair. Glenn spent one night here, and then my husband, and then he flew to Seattle to be with his daughter. And then we're meeting in Seattle in the airport, and we're flying to Heathrow together next week. So this is all, we're on the road right now. On the road. He's Sheen. And it's really very cool. Um, I'm going into the sound booth again. I've got another voiceover job. It's so out of the blue. I can't tell you the projects, those kinds of things that often they don't let you tell them. I'm sure you're used to hearing people say that. But as soon as I can tell you, I will tell you. I will tell you. And one of my best friends is involved in both of the projects, which is a crack up to me. Anyway, yes, here I am. So I don't think they're my tech gremlins, Val. I don't think they're that loyal. They just run around the interwebs. Okay, so what I'm here to say, let's talk for a minute. Glenn and my dear friend Claire have pointed out to me that while I went through, I'm getting into my personal development topic now, while I went through a massive kind of event that brought me to my knees, as it were, brought me to the bottom of the pit of despair, had me questioning my life. Hey, Doug, not everybody goes through that. So for you, my questions are this. Do you feel bored? Do you feel just kind of like meh? Do you feel a little, maybe even hopeless? Like you've got these goals, but they just never seem to get any closer to them. Like every year when you have to, New Year's, it's like, oh my God, I have the same bloody goals. I haven't made any progress towards them. Do you ever feel like that? Do you ever feel like, I call it resistance, but maybe there's a better word, and I would love for you to share with me what you think the word would be. But it's that thing when you say, yes, I'd love to fill in the blank, whatever the fill in the blank is. I'd love to write my book, or I'd love to join this group, or I'd love to go on this trip. But then fill in what the but is. Then fill in what that is. But I don't have enough money, or it'll never happen for me, or I just don't have the time. Do you always, mental opposition, Shane, really good. Scattered? Yes, Val, I think scattered is. For me, you know what it is, Val? I feel like I'm overwhelmed instantly. I get anxious because, oh no, it's another thing to do. Or I get a little spaced out. I get I lose my focus, and I have a hard time. I have a hard time getting my list together. See, even just talking about it, I get all this spaced out and I get a little ditzy about it. I'm not a ditzy person. But when I'm faced with going up against a lot of stuff that I want to do, that shows up. Do you know what all those things are? Everything I've just mentioned, busyness and distractions and not enough money and blah, blah, blah. All of that is fear. Right. Right. So you give up on a dream because something happened. You give up on paralysis by analysis. Thanks, right? Yeah, overthinking it. Um, Avoidance. Absolutely. I think avoidance is a really good one. Avoidance is very specific. I think all of these things are specific. So some of these words may resonate with you and maybe not resonate with you. That's fine. All of it is grounded in fear. So what I'm trying to do, hi Adrian, I'm trying to kind of bust it open for you so that you can make progress, because all that stuff is what I call a face of fear, and it's designed, those faces show up to keep you from doing anything new or making any changes. And I explain it in this free video series. I so want you guys to sign up for it. If you haven't, please do, please, please. I worked really hard on them, and I think it'll change everything for you. I think once you start to understand what this is, it can never fool you like that again. And that's a big start. Just knowing that is a huge start. And then you just need some tools. Okay, that's really interesting. It wouldn't be fair to enter into a relationship knowing your time is short. That's very interesting, isn't it? So now, yes, Doug, I am saying that. So now, why are you making decisions for another full grown adult? Right? Why do you feel you need to make decisions for them? It's really more about you being afraid of fill in the blank. Okay, interesting. It's slowing you down by making you step. But I also think avoidance is fair game. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Engaged. Excellent, sweetheart. Good. Yes, making you stuck. Avoidance, you know you're avoiding a thing. And that's important too. That's important too. All of these things they might be subtle differences, but they're important for you to know for yourself. So I would love for you to watch these videos. I'm going to put the whole thing in. I have, there you go. And just you just put in your email, and you'll start getting emails from me with these videos in the emails, along with Avery took all my notes and made these really nice PDFs out of them. I don't know how they do that. They made them so cute. So you can work along with it and kind of get stuff out of your head. And then, but even more important, I would love for you to join into our community. You'll get a link to join the community. At times you can overcome it, Jose. Awesome. That's wonderful. How would you like to always be able to overcome it? Always. Wouldn't that be neat? So I'm a huge nerd. Any of you who might know me you know I'm a huge nerd. So I put things into terms I enjoy. And I'm hoping that others might share that enjoyment. Like I use Game of Thrones and I use Harry Potter and I use Lord of the Rings and I use the things that I love, Star Wars, the Force. And I would love for you to join the community. It's all free, dudes. Come on. It's free. And we have some really great conversations in there. But also the big thing is I want to give you these tools. I want to give you stuff. So if you join, then I can give you stuff. I can answer questions, which is what I've been doing this morning. I've been in there answering some questions and checking in on everyone. So what else do you need from me? What else? What would make you sign up if you haven't already signed up? Thank you. So Facebook user, all it says is Facebook user. I don't know your name. Hey, Chris. It doesn't give me your name, so put your name, pop your name in, just your first name, and I can say hi, for reals. And I put that in there too. I call it the Phoenix Adventure Club. I'm putting in, what's going on with my travels and what I'm trying to do. And you know what? I fall flat on my face sometimes. It happens. It happens. I've made so many mistakes. Aw. Thank you, Chris. You make it so simple. Thank you. There's a lot of love in our little community, and I think we all need a little more love in the world, even if it's just support. Wonder why it hit my name. I don't know. So if you wouldn't mind, please putting it. I'm so happy I can sit outside and not in my little cave. That my room is kind of a cave. It's like the bottom floor, little corner room. So I showed some of you, but this is what we used to call a motor court. Look, it's the Safari Inn on Olive Avenue in Burbank. It is so retro. I don't know if you can see it. There's the edge of the pool, a little cement pond back there. And my room's in the furthest back corner on the ground floor. So I hear every fart my neighbors make. It's just annoying. But I actually am getting an enormous kick out of this place. It says my Wi-Fi is a little low, but it looks like it's still working. So good thing. Oh, Susie. Hi. Yes, Howard Johnson flashback. Exactly right. Whatever happened to all those Howard Johnsons, huh? Those were fun. Oh, Robert, you're so welcome. Yeah, at least it's still working. So I'm so glad you did that. Yes, I did, Chris. Just last night. Thank you, Claire. I get a lot of help from you, Claire. Your perspective has been super helpful to me. Oh, cool, Susie. Excellent. All right, you guys. Hey, Lay. Lee? Lay? How do you like to? How do you like that pronounced? Like a Lee or Lay, like you spell it? Should be Lay, right? Hi, Jennifer. I'm sorry I didn't see your name. So, what I am hoping that the rest of you do, including you, Doug. Oh, you're amazing, Susie. I don't have the patience. I love it when people have the patience to cook because I'm absolutely involved with that. Oh, thank you, Jose. Thank you. What do I need to do to convince you to sign up just to get these free videos and then open your emails? Hi, Alexander. Happy to see you here. I mean, what would help you feel like you want to do that? There's transcripts that also come with the video, so you can read it if you don't feel like watching the whole thing. And there's some PDF worksheets. We call them play sheets. Lee. Oh, you are Lee. Okay. Hi, Rick. Thank you. Hi, Jan. Yeah, I think the community is super important. Victoria. Hi, sweetheart. The community is really important because we need to have people who get what we're trying to do. Our families, our friends, they don't always get it. And that's okay. Thank you. Now you too. So if you want me, Susie, this is a good point. If you want me to come to your convention, you just need to tell the promoter, invite Patricia. That's all you need to do. Oh, thanks, Rick. Just let them know that you want me, because then they know they can sell a few tickets, and they're more inclined to invite whoever it is, any actor that you want to see or a writer who you want to see at a convention. You just need to let the promoter of the convention know, and then they like that. So if you have a group of friends that would all go to this convention, have them all email the promoter. They need to know they'll sell a few tickets, right? So they need to know who's a popular face for that crowd. And I would love to come. I won't be able to come anywhere this year because I'm going to be in Europe. I'm going to be in the UK, and then I think we're going to head south to Turkey, Greece, Egypt, which I've never done any of those places. And then we might go to Morocco, but then we're going to go down through Africa. We're going to end up in South Africa by December, where I'm leading my big trip. So I can't wait to see all my people. I've got 12 guests joining me in South Africa, and we're going through Botswana and Zimbabwe, as well as South Africa. And then after that, I think I'm going to Madagascar and Mauritius, do some diving. And then I want to head over to the other side of the world. We'll go over to Australia, New Zealand again. I miss my friends in New Zealand. How close am I to chucking random travel darts? That's pretty much what it is, Val. I mean, you know what? I go by what my desire says, because I believe, and this is what I try to share with you guys, I believe our desire is important. That is a guidance system coming from the force, right? What's the Cheetah Convention Center? Susie, is that you? What's the Cheetah Convention Center? It sounds interesting. To live with another person is to solve problems that one would not have by living alone. Absolutely. Relationships bring up all kinds of new things. Old boss at the zoo. In what town, Susie? So, please sign up. What would it take to get you to sign up for my free videos? Andrew! Yeah. You know what? I will post something. I'll do a meetup a couple of times. Thanks, Jennifer. So definitely we'll catch up, Andy. We definitely will. I'm thinking of, Claire made a great suggestion. And thanks, Shane. Spring or summer in Germany. Okay. Well, that'll be next. It'll be in 2023. Yeah, I'm thinking that there's a play that Claire mentioned, and then we'll do a meetup afterwards as well. So you don't have to go to the play if you don't wanna, but a few of us might go. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. It's the biggest convention group for Cheetah, the video series. Thank you, Victoria. Victoria, look, good I did. I did it last night, and I was walking to meet my son and his girlfriend for some dinner, and he goes, oh my God. He's never seen me with short hair. So he said, oh my God, it's Barbara. That's very Barbara. I said, yeah, granny zombie. It's in South Africa. Okay, I'll look for it. Yes, John. It is, oh. Oh, thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Victoria. I was wondering what you would think. I have to say, it's really liberating. I was terrified in a way, speaking of fear, right? But I also didn't want it to hold me back. And it was just, I guess it was time, it was just time. And I can't hide behind my hair anymore. And I was doing that. I was definitely hiding behind my hair. Josh, greetings from Pontiac. I was born in Pontiac, kids. I was born in Pontiac, Illinois, and that's where Josh is saying, welcome, greetings from Pontiac. Josh, if you're in Pontiac proper, there's a house on Livingston that is a historical landmark now, but it has like these icicles on it. It's a very old house. Abraham Lincoln stayed there when he was campaigning for senator. And if you go by, would you take a picture for me? I do conventions. I won't be doing any more conventions in the States because I'm leaving the country for the rest of the year at least, maybe a year. The only reason I say at least, or maybe, because my son and Glenn, my daughter-in-law, my son, my stepdaughter, Glenn's daughter. I'm so unused to this. We just got married. So my stepdaughter and my son are on the West Coast of the United States. So I don't know how long we can be really away from them without a visit. I'm going to try to get them to come see us. So wherever we are. So I won't be doing any conventions here in the States. But that doesn't mean you can't mention it to your convention report or your convention promoter, whoever's running those conventions, wherever you are. You let them know what actors you want to see, and they believe me, they listen, because that means they'll sell tickets. And so they're always interested in selling tickets. Family flowchart, Val, I should do that, right? Luckily, we each only have one child, so it's not so bad. Hey, got can't find the video, got the transcripts, can't find the video. Okay, if you're having any trouble, please email us. I'm going to put this in the chat. helpelf@Quest Retreats. I'm not going to try to troubleshoot it now because I probably won't quite get it right. But that's for if you need any help. Just go there. Oh, I see what it does. Okay, got it. So go there, and Avery will get back to you. I am not, Susie. I'm on my own. I book my own. Again, you can use that email, help, if you reach me. And Avery will get it to me. It keeps it kind of simple, especially since I move all over the place. There should be a link. If you got the transcripts, there should be a link for the video. But if it's not, it could be some email blocking thing, that it does. Are you in another country, Daryl? Sometimes that happens when I know that, for instance, Russia, I can't get anything through to Russia, which is too bad. I realize we're blocked because of political reasons, but I have friends in Russia and I'd like to be able to communicate with them. It's a bummer. Okay. It's on Livingston. Gosh, I wish I could remember the address. My cousin and my uncle worked at the prison. My uncle was a guard. Yikes. My cousin taught the prisoners classes. She loved them. She's just a big love bug and took care of the prisoners and wanted them to do better. And yeah, she's still alive. My uncle's long gone. My uncle was a huge man. He was like 6'7" and just a brute, which I guess is needed sometimes when you're a guard at a prison. And he's long gone. So, and now you all talk about it. I need another convention. I know, right? Andrew, it was claustrophobia. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I also encourage folks to, get some help with a therapist to get a handle on some things like that. I can help you. I'm a coach, so what we do is give you tools. We don't go back to the cause as much. We help you move on. But you might need to deal with the root cause, Andrew. So I encourage you to check out some therapy. There's often free therapy through different organizations. So check it out. And that's so understandable. I hope you know that, Okay. Let Avery know that when you email them at that help elf that you're in the UK, just in case there's something they can figure out to help you tweak that while you're not getting the link to the video. Yes, fear is a break. Yes, it is. Doubt is a face of fear. But you know what? Doubt's normal, right? Yon, I want to say that to you because, don't feel bad because you have some doubt. That's just normal. We need to know that this is all normal. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault, right? So we need to just understand, oh, this is up again for me. And everyone's a little different. Maybe doubt is really prevalent for you. Doubt really gets to me too, Yon. That's a big one. Self-doubt. And trust that the universe is really a benevolent place. That's a hard one, but it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, Josh, I think so too. So you just know which face of fear shows up for you most. And once you learn how to kind of dissolve that face, and I can give you some tools to do that, then a new face will show up, but it won't be as strong because now you're onto it. The amygdala, which is that little piece of your brain that loves to keep you safe in your cave, doesn't want you to do anything new. It knows you so well because it's evolved over time with you since you were born. And so it knows what faces are most effective. What piece of fear is most effective to keep you in the cave? And it will just keep doing that. So the great thing is, once you dissolve that face of fear, it'll try to put up a new one, but it won't be as strong. And you'll have tools to work through it. So that it just won't flatten you anymore the way it used to. I have done so much work in therapy. Tapping's fantastic, Claire. Thanks for bringing that up. Tapping, I use tapping a lot. Brain fun facts. Thanks, Val. Tapping's really fun, and you can find a lot of free stuff online on tapping. And you can even put in tapping and claustrophobia and see what shows up. But tapping, they use it with veterans. It's great for people with PTSD, which might be what's going on for you. Mm-hmm. Yes, Jennifer. The only difference between those that are successful and those that are not is that the successful people just get up one more time. All right, honey. Get some help, please, Andrew. Get just some help to manage it for a little while. Whatever that might be, therapy, they might give you some anti-anxiety pill, which could be helpful. And then you can learn some tools because you won't be in such a state, right? There's nothing wrong with that. It's really important to get help. Yeah, that sounds like a convention overwhelmed. Yeah, it's a big convention. I've done New York Comic Con once, and I don't know that I ever need to do it again. I'm sorry, Rick. Yeah, I've done that. I thought I was dying with the panic attacks and the anxiety and heart pain. Ugh, it's terrible. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a face of fear. Did you know that, Jan? Judging others is a face of fear. That is, when we judge somebody else or we can feel judged by someone else, the person who is doing the judging is really judging themselves. Whenever I get judgy in my head, I call it judgy pants. I get very judgy pants with about somebody else and what they should do and how they should take care of themselves or how they should behave. I realize that I'm really judging myself. Okay, right, Susie. I got to run too. I'm so happy to talk to you guys. It just made my day. Thank you. We want to get back to Australia. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much. Please sign up for the videos. And what would be really amazing is if you'd share it with somebody else. If you'd share it with just one more person, that would mean so much to me. Yeah. Victoria, we got to figure out what our next convention is. Yeah, Val, there's so many faces of fear. But a lot of them are just annoying and they don't really hold you back. They're not as effective. The ones that are effective, though, boy, are they effective. Boy. right? Anyway, please sign up and please share with at least one other person or maybe a group in Facebook or something that you belong to, you think might like it. There's no option to message your Facebook. What? Oh, or to Avery. Yes, you can send it to my Instagram, which is just at patriciatallman.rocks, because I like crystals and rocks. And you can email it to Help Elf, that email we shared, Josh, and then I'll message you back so that we can communicate. But that's the best way to do it. Okay, thanks, Claire. You guys have. Oh, is it? What day is it? Today's Friday. Weekend. Yeah. Okay. We'll have a great weekend. I'll try to. I'm trying to go live every day. So maybe I'll see it tomorrow. Is it really noisy with the traffic, by the way? Oh, thanks, Daryl. Yes, please sign up, guys. Here, maybe I'll post one more time. There we go. Sorry if the traffic is too bad, but I like being able. Oh, okay, good, Shane. That's why I put the earbuds in. I just like the safari in. Hilarious. And I'm the only one up here on this little pool deck. I don't know what you call it. It's right over the driveway. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Love you. Help Elf at questretreats.com, David. Help Elf at questretreats.com.